Hello and welcome to another dramatic reading by me, Anzan84. Today we're going to be doing the next chapter of Super Sentai vs Power Rangers entitled Turbo Flower Power for our last video of the year. Author's note, the plots used in this show, this chapter, are taken from Bioman, the episode of creating exploding flowers. I'm not sure that was exactly the plot of that episode, but whatever. From Goggle 5 with the melon bombs, Mass Man with the flower antidote against evil flowers, a little butt of from MMPR Season 2's U2 footage. Jesus, anything in this chapter original? I'm probably getting more Super Sentai and Power Rangers plots to combine for future episodes. Or, hear me out, you could come up with plots of your own, not just combining existing ones and passing it off as something original. In the last episode, the Turbo Rangers were trapped in a pocket dimension by wicked Bloom Boma. It seems they have nowhere to go. You Turbo Rangers think you could stop our operations? Just you wait, you're all in so much trouble, said Bloom Boma. Rular soldiers began to appear in the pocket dimension. Red Turbo was hoping there'd be some means to escape the dimension, like during the time he was caught by Radar into it. In the episode in question, that is not particularly how it happened. Just then, the ghosts of the three generals appeared, because of course they do. The author seems to have a fetish for them, M3 in particular, despite basing this plot around the new guys from mid-season. "Us, you Turbo Ranger," said Raider. "Now I am back to haunt you." Zimba and Jamin also appeared, all swearing revenge. We don't get to hear what they say. What the? All our enemies are returning, said Black Turbo. Yellow Turbo began firing his arrows, only to discover they were all in spectral form. Surely there'd be some visual indicator of that. What the? They can hit but it cannot be hit, said Yellow Turbo. Now how do you make that leap in logic? None of them have attacked. We're in major trouble, said Black Turbo. But stay calm, we can get ourselves out of this. At the Violent Demon Palace. Again, why not call it the Boma Palace? Yes, Ragorn was pleased with results. Emperor Ragorn, we have trapped the Turbo Rangers in their worst fears. I don't think ghosts fear their worst fears. Apparently the alliance was a success, said Ed Yaimaru. He's not sure. Indeed it is, Yaimaru. The rest will be up to you, said Kiros. What about the melon bomb, said Kirika. It won't be a matter of time before they grow, said Shizuka, meaning they've already grown. Well done, Yaimaru. Did you hear that, Zoltan? You are nothing more than another slob, said Ragorn. Again, Ragorn would not think that of Zoltan because it is not accurate at all. Oh, Zoltan was trying to sneak away with his own stupid plan. Because apparently Furious was not enough and the author failed to understand how people reacted to his betrayal. On the other hand, that is not how you use that. Leo Corbett had shown to give Zero Ranger 5's team a tracking device. And out of nowhere, two more Kuroko's revealed to be Ranru and Billy. There was no need to disguise themselves as Kuroko, really. Leaving the test of his new device in your hands, said Billy. Oh yeah, I couldn't have done without Ranru. Billy, you're as usual the most modest genius yet, said Ranru. Okay, we'll do more scouting. I do hope Taku and Mako will be able to drive out the United Lines of Evil officers sent here for now, said Leo Corbett. Thanks guys, said Zero Ranger 5. Now to rescue the Turbo Rangers. On the other hand, Shinken Red and Shinken Pink be seen fight with Kyo and Shizuka. Didn't they already do that last chapter? After a rather heavy fight, both Shizuka and Shizuka and Kiros are forced to retreat. Great fight, guys, really. We'll see each other again, Shinken Red, said Kiros, leaving. Both Kiros and Shizuka were angry, knowing that the USSPRA was starting to know the divide and conquer tactics. Because this is not a divide and conquer tactic at all. Shinken Red and Shinken Pink powered down. Leo Corbett, Billy and Ranru showed up. Guys, so how's everything, said Dakushiba. Well, I know Bagatsu is ready for testing. As everything else, let's leave this area to the heroes now. Let's just call for reinforcements from the future whenever necessary, said Leo Corbett. Yes, because you've done a bang-up job at keeping to that so far. Couldn't agree with you more than that, said Mako. I'd be ready to be back if my portal detector doesn't work, said Billy. On the other hand, the teleporters are working pretty well. Now that is correct usage. We need to keep it stable, though, before we end up lost in time, said Ranru. Giant portal opens similar to that of Decade. For those who have no context, he means Kamen Rider Decade. Aid with the big floaty, swirly, early grey things through which riders appear. Taking the scouts back to the Sentai year 2011. Back at her hidden portal, the Turbo Rangers were still struggling to survive, but against the Spectres they had no power. This is madness, said Red Tim. Erbo was beaten by Zimba's apparition. Jarman's apparition began whipping it good, hurting the others. But how does that mean other than sounding vaguely dirty? Well, Black Turbo, I guess I've taken my revenge, said Jarman. Radar began playing his flute, causing the Turbo to be deafened by the sound. He played it at ultra-high frequency, deafening them without end. Ah! Screamed the Turbo into a tortured deaths, hoping that the melon bombs will soon acquire too much suppression and will be strong enough to blow up. So they're hoping the bad guys succeed in their plan, but what kind of heroes are they? 0-5 doing some scouting to find out the location of the portal. Just they found it, they were attacked by more of the deadly lines. Wait for it. Not the vines again, said Pink Ranger 1. Is it lines or vines? Make up your mind. They're powered by depression. I wonder if we can find some way to get rid of them, said Tsubasa. Unknown to everyone, Zoltan had snuck out in an effort to defeat the Turbo Rangers. He was determined to show his worth when he didn't even have it. Zoltan definitely has worth. He finally made an appearance. Also, Yamimaro and Kirika, who's better, said Zoltan. What, but another monster? Give me a break, said 0-5. Oh, you're in for it, said Zoltan, who began to ramp him, hoping he could get some credit. He began firing a slingshot. I thought he was ramming them, but frequently missed. I think I know what to do, said 0-5, Zoltan, throwing Zoltan. Very ag, that should get him in trouble. Zoltan was firing his shots aimlessly, which 0-5 team took advantage of his carelessness. Just barely fired where Bloom Bone was really hiding, disrupting a whole plot to destroy the Turbo Rangers in her pocket dimension, freeing the Turbo Rangers. Okay, as many pointed out, the author seemed to have read and misinterpreted TV tropes, and nothing more so than the YMMV page for Zoltan. And it mentions he's a creator's parent who is loathed by many for being a dirty coward, but it says nothing about him being loathed for being useless or incompetent. And in fact, actually he's no more incompetent than the rest of the characters. Listen, we can't kill Bloombone because the Turbo Ranger is still inside him. But she was him, there was she last chapter. We need a power source that great to open the portal, said 0-5. Think I know what I can do, said Blue Turbo Ranger. He powered down to Justin. What, Justin? It's too dangerous, said 0-5. According to my calculation, my morph can be used to disrupt Bloombone's mind. How the hell did you figure that out? Said Justin, who did some configuration to communicate with the Turbo Rangers. I've no other choice. I saw this in my dreams, said Justin, who was then again seeing the visions of Ko, for some reason. Inside Bloomboma's dimension, the Turbo Rangers realized they're being attacked psychologically. Just then, Justin was able to communicate with them. Justin, said Blue Turbo, listen, you're all under psychological influence. Suppose you see a damaging human mind. You must concentrate hard, said Justin. So this is mostly psychological warfare, said Pink Turbo. We're attacked by our own minds. That is, so a monster can continue to gather the glue it needs to create the bloom of doom it plans, said Black Turbo. How. But a fight against her imaginations being realized as Bloombone was hit by Zoltan's careless aiming. Wait, when Bloombone was in the fight, when was that established? What, so this is a psychological battle. We're not fighting against real people here, said Turbo. Everybody, concentrate. We can do this. Yes. In your mind, a mind over matter, that's not correct usage. Justin, through his morpho, which he configured, had released a blinding blue light. That's not proper English either, as it was swallowed by Bloomboma. Big blue light flashed greatly, weakening the monster. Finally, the Turbo Ranger were released from Bloomboma. She, back to her original gender, was outraged, but planned to destroy the Turbo Ranger didn't work. This is unfair! How could I be beaten so soon? Said Bloomboma. Justin, I can't believe you sacrificed your powers, said 0-5. Surely Zordon can repair them. I'm like he did the others. This battle is bare, said Justin. Whoa, we're out, said Red Joe. Thanks, Justin. Oh, this is outrageous, said Bloomboma. Now to attack you all. Yamimaro and Kirika arrived. The Ranget Zoltan interference had led their close victory into catastrophe. There's a word missing there, I think. You fat blob, I thought I told you not to intervene. Now you've done it, said Kirika, kicking Zoltan. We still have other things to do, said Yamimaro, teleports out with Kirika, Zoltan and Bloomboma, whose pocket dimension was permanently disabled. Back to the future, they are at the Search Guard time train with Dr. Dazai, a prominent character in Turbo Ranger who was not in the last chapter. It was amazing to see their new equipment, so you really do come from the future, said Dr. Dazai. See, I told you, said Tommy. No, you didn't. This is the first time you two have met. Now you gotta find a way to counter those melon bombs and remove the depression vines. I think I know the antidote, that's about Justin, I think you can go back to the future. Right now you don't have your power, you did what you had to do. finds her hope flowers. The monster actually is made from doom flowers. How did he figure that out? Okay, said Justin. I'll find my replacement for now. And you'll get new powers soon, said Tommy. I'll send a message back to headquarters that we're sending you back. Just in return to the start of the year 2011 to get some hope flowers. Fortunately, there's only one pot left. Chihara was still angry at the whole incident. What incident? Direct eye news of what happened. Justin, you lost your powers. Do you need the hope flowers? He said. There's only one pot left. Happens to be Chiharu's one surviving flower. Oh, how convenient. Sadly, it is my favorite flower too, said Director Aya. I did it so a monster can't use her deadly pull anymore, said Justin, which seems like the most wasteful sacrifice ever, since it brought you no real advantage. It seems they could easily fix that ability. Anyway, carrying on. I'm very brave, but I hate to think we lost you in battle considering your age, said Director Aya. He's not a child. He's like a an older teen at best. The director, first we must go to the greenhouse. Chihara was at her greenhouse, still busy fixing the mess and planting new flowers. Nicely to remember there's a greenhouse and instead of just building it on a racetrack. But the hope flowers are one thing she could not easily let go of. Such beautiful flowers, said Chihara. Fortunately they survived through the ordeal. Director Iron came with Justin. Chihara, said Director Aya. I know this flower means a lot, but we needed to defeat the doom flowers that were used to create a monster in the past. Chihara felt very sad about it. After a few moments of thinking, she decided that she would sacrifice her joy for the lives of others. Here, take the flowers. Think to defeat the doom flowers that threaten to turn vegetation into deadly weapons, said Chihara. Thanks, said Director Aya. Is there a shadow of doubt still that she could be my daughter, said Director Aya, noticing there has been much similarity between them. Yeah, they're both far more self-centered and assholes than the author intended. So Ota finally reported, Sota, I request you to take over Justin's post. He lost his powers in battle, said Director Aya. Yes, Director, said Ed Sota, who carried the pot. No, I think he'd probably say, yes, Sota, for the pun. Anyway, now that Sota's taken Justin's place, we're replacing the image. Back at the search guard time train, we were surprised to see Sota back. Turbo Ranger kind of shot of a stranger, but to see a stranger that had facial similarities to Yohei. Whoa, he kind of looks like me, said Yohei. For clarity of it, for anyone who's confused, this is Yohei and Sota side by side. Let me know somehow how alike they look. But he's not you at all, said Vicky Hono. No duh. Here's a hope flower. Justin will be resting for now. We'll find out what we can do to regain his powers at Sota. That's what we need. Turbo Ranger, the rate of his flowers in your hands now. Use it wisely. It's the last one, said Tsubasa. We have a large amount to get rid of the killer vine, said Dr. Zai. But where do we get it? In time, the flower can multiply in itself, said Tsubasa. Sounds ridiculous, but trust me. We'll have to find the melon bomb, said Tommy. Ricky, I guess let's split up. Let's divide and conquer. Both Ricky, Hono, and Tommy, why the surname now, made an agreement to split up and find out what's going on. We'll let you just saw that. The flower's in our hands, said Vicky Hono. Use it well then, said Tommy. Tommy and his team discovered that there had been vines connecting from one place to another. Worse, people were trapped in those vines. What if I hammer up the soil, said Masmi. I guess that's to lose them out. We can't just forcibly pull the bombs. People in there. If we do, they'll die out, said Tommy. I guess we don't have a choice. I mean, you're gonna have to pull them out? It's really a desperate situation, mentioned Mary. Guys, it's Henshin time, said Tommy. That sounds no more badass than the last time it was said. Tommy transformed to Sea Ranger 5, Kimberly transformed to Pink Ranger 1, Sota into Boken Blue, Sebastian into Matty Yellow, and Masami into Boken Black. Kyrus and Shizuka showed up. We're not done yet, said Kyrus. You may have been defeated by your friend, but you cannot stop the melon bombs from erupting. They're now everywhere. As you know, a month will soon assist Yaimaru and Kirika to do the job. Adios, said Shizuka. Kyrus and Shizuka laughed, leaving them in desperation. Meanwhile, the Turbo Ranger now looking for Bloom Boma. He suddenly ran into her. Bloom Boma, it's time we end this, said Vicky Hono, carrying a pot of the hope flowers. What? Oh no, said Bloom Boma. It's a flower of hope. Oh, I hate to think about it. Bloom Boma tried to blast the hope flowers, with no avail. Some of the energy from the flowers began to weaken her. Hey, it's working, said Haruna. Just as Tsubasa said it would, said Shunsuke. Suddenly the flowers' hope began blooming and multiplying like never before. What he said this would take time. A shower of the hope pollens. Just to be hoped Flower's pollen began to weaken the monster. Actor Zero Ranger 5 and his team may realize that the pot of hope flowers fell into their hands. How convenient. Bloom is so great. Wait, we can use these, said Zero Ranger 5. Let's teleport out. Looks like we've gotten more than enough, said Match Yellow. Ranger 5 and his team arrived in Dr. Zai's laboratory. He was amazed at the amount of hope flowers that were blooming. It's just what we need to spray around. Or if I could find some flying machine that doesn't belong to the Turbo Rangers to spread this around, said Dr. Zai. The Turbo Rangers have a flying machine. It's called Baruga Fighter. If you're going to go in the comments and just be off and just forgot about it, wait till we get to later in the chapter. I have something special planned. I can do it, said Broken Blue, called the Go-Go Gyro. How'd he do that if it's in 2011? We'll stay here. I believe the Turbo Rangers can do the job, said Broken Black. Here's what we'll do. We'll show if the Turbo Rangers ever need help. You can't always afford to intervene in battles, said Zero Ranger 5 as he demorphed back to Tommy. Said the guy whose literal first fight here was him interfering in a battle. Back to Turbo Rangers, Monster Bloombone was starting to show her resistance. You think one pot can stop me? You're terribly wrong, said Bloombone with blasted pot. And here's where I start with theme music. Oh no, we failed, said Blue Turbo. Foolish ones, I don't need my pocket dimension to stop you, said Bloomboa. Now it's time to activate the bomb to destroy the city. No, no, said Red Turbo. Stop, he saw flowers being burned. Ha ha ha, said Bloomboa. Now it's too late. Your plan to stop has been stopped, said Amimaro laughing. When the timer goes off, I'll press this button, the whole city goes boom. Oh, very modern enough melon bomb, said Kirika laughing. No, we can't allow it, said Yellow Turbo. He tried to fire some arrows, but to no success. Bloombone dissolved them all in her evil pollen. Again, Bjorva seems to be just making up whatever abilities he thinks make the monster seem badass, but instead just make it seem lazy. But to their surprise, Broken Blue arrived, spraying the flowers everywhere, causing Bloombone to be weakened. And all her melon bombs destroyed. All the people she had victimized were set freed. Set freed. I'll let you figure out what's wrong with that. That's staying, okay. Hey, we got some miracle after all. Wait, the flower, it's blooming, said Pink Turbo. Maybe that's why it's a flower of hope, said Pink Turbo. Why is this two separate paragraphs? Adios, said Broken Blue, began to leave. Okay, I doubt that actually any of these characters would actually say adios. Broken Blue, final episode. Oh, my plans, I thought enough to destroy you, said Bloomboma. They finished them. Who is they in this instance? And Ula, said Yamimaru. Ula soldiers began to show up. Okay. The Turbo began to engage him in battle. Oh, okay. Hey, it was now time to deal with the monster. Stick a boomerang, said Pink Turbo. She prepared her double stick and threw it at the monster, weapon returning back to her hand. That's not proper English, but ready to jump attack, stabbing Bloombone with GT sword and finally executing a GT slash attack. It was the GT crash, not the GT slash. Fast, we obviously have a bad habit of doing this. Monster Seed explosions all over. What the hell does that mean? Time to visit. Turbo Bazooka, said Red Turbo. Wait for it. The V-Turbo Bazooka. It didn't rebel since he got it right eventually. Appeared in the Turbo Rangers fight at Bloombone, destroying her. Curses! Now it's time to crush them, said Yamaru. He called for his Dark Spider to enlarge Bloomaboma. Okay, one, he misnamed it again for the second time in this storyline. Second of all, while the Dark Spider was a major character to Yamimaru and tried his arsenal, it was only in his first form. By this point in the series, he had adopted a second form which did not rely on the spider at all. Anyway, time to begin the Megazord battle portion of the chapter. Turbo Rangers call for the Turbo Machines and form the Turbo Oboe for a battle. They are lunging punch, but the monster is too powerful, releasing some of the deadly pollen. Let's try a high-speed sword, suggested Black Turbo. Okay, high-speed sword, said Red Turbo. High-speed sword materialized in my hand of Turbo Robo, but the sword did no good at either. Guess we have one alternative, said Pink Turbo. Rather than describe what would be a rather boring chapter, otherwise I'm just going to cut to the stock footage for now. The Super Turbo Robo stood victorious. The battle of the day is done. And okay, all you've missed in dialogue wise is Red Turbo saying, okay, now let's blast this bloom of doom for good. So in other words, another lazy reference to a monster it was ripped off from. Meanwhile, Tom and his team are busy replanting some flowers that were destroyed. Well, Kimberly, I'm glad to be of help, said Tommy. Thanks, Tommy, said Kimberly. By the way, these for you, said Tommy. Tommy gave Kimberly some sweet-smelling cherry blossom flowers. The 90th time got triggered by inner jealousy when I overcame it. Thanks a lot, said Kimberly. Because I haven't beaten the reference into the audience's heads further enough yet. Hey, you're not here for a date, Dodo. Still need to plant the flowers here before we leave. About right, said Matthew, was crushing some rocks to be used for a garden. What type of rocks would these be? Turbanes are right to seeing where the heroes from the future are replanting the destroyed garden. Oh, getting help in future. Thanks all the help, said Vicky Hono. Oh, especially you, Tsubasa and Sota. We're just glad to be of help, said Sota. Oh, flowers did help you defeat a powerful monster after all, said Tsubasa. Oh, just plants, Urban. We got seeds already. Thanks, said Haruna. Well, Ricky, what about giving a plot to Haruna? Do you know, said Yohei. I don't think I can, said Vicky Hono, blushing. I guess you can't forget about the vote about Haruna being your pair, can't you, said Sunsuke. I guess one thing, because while it did happen, it wasn't about the two being romantically matched. It was about them playing the Prince and Cinderella in a school play. Granted, they probably were cast for that based on their chemistry, but that's besides the point. I don't think he can, said Daichi. Haruna couldn't move either, especially she was having some feelings towards Vicky Hono. Again, why the full name? Let's help me plant the flowers and fix the garden, said Haruna. Thanks, said Kimberly. After an hour or two of work, the garden was fixed. Tommy and Kimberly admired their work. Masumi, Sota, and Tsubasa took a picture of their wall. That was spelled with an L rather than a K. Work spelled with an L rather than a K. So already farewell, Ricky, said Tommy. Before you go, I wish to challenge you to a short match, said Vicky Hono. Vicky Hono and Tommy were seen doing some of Maru, similar to that of the classic demonstration of Retsu Uichijoji and Deniga in Saravan. I'm not going to show a clip of this since I have no easy visual reference in my head. So just imagine them doing some stunt artist work. One of them gave a respectful bow. I salute your strength, Tommy-san, said Vicky Hono. Me too, Vicky-san, said Tommy. Heroes finally returned to a new sky base in the Sentai year 2011, and yet the story is nowhere near over. Justin felt sad about losing his powers. Tommy approached him. Justin, don't be sad. In fact, I already discussed one thing. You can have one of my 5 forms as your new form, said Tommy. Translation, the author's trying to draw more parallels of Ko and Justin, even though there aren't any. He, really? asked Justin. Did you mention a bad boy, a boy with a tiger mark? Being a first child ranger in our world, you get to be his counterpart. Guess that's a mean vision, but you have too, said Tommy. How does Tommy know about Justin's visions? Zolan's Moon said, well then, I guess I can do so. Tommy, you two come with me now. It'll take some time before Justin becomes a new White Ranger. By the way, I did keep getting a visit from a kid in my dream. Jordan would not refer to a kid, he would refer to a child from some past era. He would also say an era long past. I wonder who he is, but he was certainly telling me he was waiting for Justin. I guess we know what's going to happen next, said Tommy. You always know what happens next. The author has no sense of surprise. Justin was finally resting for a power transfer process. Now seeing the same vision again from Ko. Justin, you'll be my counterpart soon, said Ko. Really, but I'm past 10 already, said Justin. Ko being 10 had nothing to do with him becoming Kiva Ranger. Justin, see you soon, said Ko. Meanwhile, at the United Lines of Evil headquarters, Radiga is upset about the failures of Kiros and Shizuka. I guess I may think about demoting you both. I want you to defeat the heroes, but you can. Also, I might have to do catching Kimberly and collecting her myself, said Radiga. Radiga released some lines to pose them both. He was now pleased for a while. While you are both in pain, think of other plans to help me succeed, said Radiga. Radiga poured some wine into his glass. Kimberly, you'll be mine whether you like it or not. Love is a disgusting trait. All that matters, is that I will get you for myself, and so will every other gorgeous woman I can see, said Radiga, found himself in a series of contradictions with Kimberly, as is so enamored by her beauty and tenacity. Praying for another sinister plan to attack her when she was at her most vulnerable. He wanted to play around with her and observe her a little more. Later at the new Skybase's greenhouse area, Chao was glad the fact that Hope flowers were back conveniently. She was happy to start replanting everything. It was Tori and Yosuke Shina who were bringing some garden soil. Thanks, Yosuke, Tori, said Chihao. Oh, meant it, said Yosuke. Oh, Tori, since that flower garden needs some repair, what about let's go down to the park instead? I secure permission and we can go. Oh, which park are you talking about? Sure, Yosuke, better be fun to see flowers at the park, said Tori as they both walked away for a short while. Charles with Sakura, Kimberly and Jasmine, who were in charge of bringing plants to a punishment of Sosuke and Band. Otherwise, the flower of hope, it blooms into the last woman I sacrifice. I wonder if Hoji's truly interested in me, or because I just look like his ex-girlfriend Teresa, said Chihao in doubt. She was also in doubt that Director Aya could be her mother, seeing there's some things in common with them. I think he really likes you, Chihao, said Sakura with a smile. But why not try planting jasmine flowers too, said Jasmine, or some cherry blossoms? Sakura, I wonder when it can get into your head that Cole really likes you, said Jasmine in her mind. It's in her head, she just doesn't care, because Cole has not done anything to win her over. What's the matter, Jasmine? Asked Sakura, looking at Jasmine spacing out. Nothing, said Jasmine with a goofy expression in her face, to be on. Well, I can tell that she's trying to push Cole to me again. But expect has been there, said Sakura in mind, still thinking about her true feelings to be stuck in between two lovers. Kimberly was on the other hand pretty disturbed about why Radiga wanted her alive. Could it be I'm being targeted to be the new queen of the United Alliance of Evil? Give me a break, I won't agree to be a bride battle of vicious monster, said Kimberly, was admiring some of the flowers Tommy gave her. Since this ending song isn't lasting long enough, I'm going to cut to the last episode ending of Turbo Ranger as soon as it finishes. Chihao was starting when the incident caused her another headache. Flashback to the scene of a younger Aya and her husband and their daughter. The ship was drowning as a young girl she nearly died until she was rescued by a much younger Doggy Kruger. Saw herself awake, the special police deck ranger began to train her as one of their own. She had no memories as they were raised, but now they are starting service. So really tell Director Aya that I'm her daughter, asked Chihao to herself. No, maybe I'm just suffering from visions of my own past. It may not be true. But unknown to her, Ban was tasked to help her remember the past if it can be done. He was going to be responsible to bring her back. Sosuke and Ban were shifted from rock piles to gardening duty. They were fixing the garden they broke. Their attention time was cut short, so they'll be out in a matter of a week. It does pay off to take responsibility for our fault, at Sosuke. It does, Ban. Let's be careful not to be too careless next time, said Ban. I think he got the names mixed up. Oh yeah, I was pretty worried about our detention has been cut short, said Sosuke. Let's be more careful with racing, shall we? Sure, said Ban. The scene ends with them still working at the gardens. And so is the chapter, which was a real letdown because it just relies way too much on contrivances over actual organic development. Anyway, join us again in the new year for chapter 31, Hoji's Double Dilemma. A plot line which, if you've been following me since at least 2020, you'll find incredibly familiar.